Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do this quick video to show you a unit study that we've interrupted our regular studies to pursue, given the timing that we've just had the recent voting. In my state, we just voted last week on who we wanted to advance on in the presidential race. So we wanted to take a pause and start to get the kids up to speed so that as we continue to discuss this further, as you know, the race heats up and as we do the final voting this fall, we wanted to have lots of conversation under our belts so that the kids understood our terminology, what we were referring to. So anyway, we took a pause. We're doing a unit study, and I'll show you what it is. Now, this is designed for me. Again, I'll preface this by saying these may not be the best resources. There are tons of resources out there. So it's really whatever works well for your family and whatever your kids feel engages them, because kids that are engaged will learn. And I find these resources enjoyable and easy to learn from and fun. So my study here is geared towards my 4th and 6th grader. My 1st grader does go to public school, and so he comes along for what he can, but I primarily am focusing on my 4th and 6th grader. So starting with the books that we're using are So You Want to Be President, Lives of the Presidents, See How They Run, Campaign Dreams, Election Schemes, and the Race to the White House, The People Pick the President. This would be a really good reader, by the way, for lower to mid elementary. You could, any grade could obviously read it and learn from it, but independent reading if you wanted to do that. And then for my 1st grader, I picked up House Mouse, Senate Mouse. And so we're going to read that. And then I've got 2 specific videos, National Geographic, Inside the White House, and PBS Home Video, The Congress. So we'll watch both of those. We've also got this unit study here that I printed out from the homeschoolmom.com, and it is Elections A to Z. And so we're going to go ahead and work through this in a file folder. And let's see, we've already done a few things where the kids have done their matches up things of the words to the definitions. They filled out an if I were president situation. So that's been really fun, simple. It keeps the kids using their hands while I read because my kids still need that. And lastly, what we did was print out from the internet. I just found a printout of the black and white pictures of the presidents. Here is the link. I found that at. If you want to pause screen, if you'd like to print it, you can do that. And then what the kids are doing is cutting out each of the presidents and then making their own flashcards. So this is my 4th grader's flashcard for George Washington. And then as a sample, we just talked about different things that they could do on their card. And we took our cue from the Lives of the President book. Where in this book, I just think this is such a fun book because it gives you little tidbits that you would not normally read about. And so even in their first picture, they use pictures to create an image of what was important about him, why he was relevant, little things about his history. There's the teacup because he drank tea every day. So I just think this is a great way to do memory work by using pictures to trigger that. And so we took that cue, and the kids are each making flashcards for each of the presidents. Now, this was my sample, so I don't have the president's picture. But I have up here I have the teeth because he had ebony teeth that made him have an awkward smile because his teeth were so big. Then I have a very tall man saying, "Hi kids," and a little guy looking up going, "Ah," because apparently the book says that kids were kind of afraid of him because of his height. I didn't have a way to draw modest and shy, so I just wrote that. We have a cross for his faith. $25,000 crossed off with no thanks because he declined the presidential salary. And then what I meant to do at the bottom and I didn't get to was to show both sides, the Confederates and the United States, and to show them out, kind of doing the war thing and how he came through that and how people viewed him and felt like he was really the only natural candidate to be president. So basically just using pictures to jog our memory, but you could do whatever you want for that. So I owe you guys a video for sure updating you on what's been going on, but I thought this was a great time to pause and show you what we're doing for this study. Oh, and lastly, we do YouTube videos as well, and we are focusing on the crash course videos on YouTube. They are so interesting and fun and just super informational. So I'm sure there's millions of different choices, but those are the ones that I'm using for my upper elementary to middle school. And I think that's it. So if you have questions, please comment. I will do my best to get back to you and also update you soon with other things. But I hope you all are having a great homeschool year and that you are just continuing on here. We've got a few more months before we hit summer. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.